If this heat wave doesn't go away, I'm actually going to like cry a depression. Hi guys, it's Mimberly and welcome back to Honkai Star Rail 2.2. Last episode, we met up with Sunday and Robin again. I'm just gonna give my disclaimer now. I do not trust Sunday at all. I think he is going to either A, betray us, B, he's being possessed, or C, he's an imposter, aka another masked fool or something could be in play. I just don't trust Sunday. This is what my gut instincts are telling me. But let's see what this drunken guest wants.
Mr. Sunday. Hey there! Okay, see the moon in the sky? It's about the size of the cap on my Soul Glad bottle. If I just reached out my hand, I could grab the moon, couldn't I?
No.
The moon? You mean the Grand Theater?
I do not trust him in the slightest.
Yeah. Look at me. I've been away from home for too long. I must be missing that moon.
Also, I got these from the co-op in our local area. They're banging.
It's no big deal. The Grand Theater here looks much better than the moon back home. It's just magnificent. They told me not to sell everything I had just to come to Penacony. How short-sighted.
Selling everything you had? Why would you go to such lengths?
Why? Can't you see? Life back home is miserable. It's not really living at all.
Mood, that's how I feel every month I pay my bills.
It's better to be here at Penacony. No pain, no worries about tomorrow, just sweet dreams. You can do whatever you want. That's what I call living. Yeah, now this is the life.
Is this truly living?
No, it's not.
Huh? What did you say, young lady? I didn't quite catch that.
Oh, it's nothing, sir. You see, the traffic on Glocks Avenue can be dangerous. How about I ask a Bloodhound family member to escort you to Ideen Park over there, so you can continue enjoying your sweet dream?
Yeah, see, some days like all about going
that's a
ahead with
great
this.
Idea. Wow, no wonder you were the leader of this sweet dream. You're totally a lifesaver.
One thing I've noticed about, like, with that sentence, it seems that Sunday is okay with this being the situation. Now, the thing that I'm personally concerned about is the fact that normally if you hear that, you'd be thinking, oh, okay, they're running away from their current life. And, you know, they're basically things are so bad at home that they would rather just be dreaming and just not, like, you know, face the problems they have in the real world. Robin seems to be actually showing genuine care and, concern for this. But for Sunday, not really showing any sort of concern. He's just like, oh, why don't we just get you out of here, you know, a Bloodhound family member, take you to Ideen Park, you can spend more money, go from there, basically, because that's what Ideen Park is. So the fact that he is just basically okay with this is just reinforcing my suspicions that he's basically going to be the problem.
See you around, Mr. Sunday. And it was nice chatting with you.
Oh, shit. Drop my
What's
phone.
up, sister?
This is the land of the dreams. But why do they live like this? The man we ran into, he doesn't seem happy at all.
No, because he was intoxicated.
Even though sweet dreams are nice, they're just illusions. But for him, they're the only way to survive, even if it means giving up on reality. That's not really living at all.
Yeah, this is what I mean.
I suppose you have a point. But, in my opinion, that's how most people live their lives.
Yeah, see, he is so out of touch with how people live. Like, take us in real life, for example, today. A lot of us have struggles. A lot of us have got financial difficulties, but we don't have the option of running away to a dream like this. So we just deal with it. Even if we don't feel like we're really living, we do what we can to push through, because that's what humans do. You know, we are basically, in a way, modified and genetically we're able to adapt to situations. So that way, for example, let's just use me for example. I had over £5,000 debt on a credit card, so I cut off a lot of my personal luxuries in life, being like, you know, certain subscription packages, you know, buying clothes and stuff. I cut all of that out and used every pound that I had, even going as far as taking overtime shifts where possible and using that money to pay off my debt. So that way now me and Cade were able to reduce our outgoings enough to where we could afford to get our own place and our own independence. It's also the same with my retainers. You know, I'm currently waiting for a new set to go in because of an issue that happened with the last set, but technically I didn't have to do this because it is just a cosmetic reason, but it's for my own self-confidence, and I've saved up a good chunk of money to pay that off, and that's exactly what I did. So I understand that people have these burdens and worries about finances in the real life, but I like that Robin is kind of seeing this side of things, and the fact that Sunday is basically just fine with it. He's either money hungry, he's under the control of somebody else, or he's just been brought up in the wrong way.
Why do you say that?
Because he is a twat.
You think that man is not actually living, but that's not quite accurate. Even without Penacony, people create their own illusions called self-value.
Yeah, I'm worth shit, but I don't
People
care.
believe they have a predetermined value to fulfill. Gaining value means gaining power, and those deemed worthless are seen as the weak. However, value doesn't come out of thin air, and there's a limit to it. To accumulate value,
That's wrong.
people have to take from others. So, the weak get exploited and oppressed.
Only in business,
Are you
maybe, but no.
suggesting that this is not how things should be?
Exactly. But, ironically, people don't think there's anything wrong with it, because they uphold the illusory notion of self-value, and even the weak believe in it.
Oh my god, this is making me so triggered. Right. Self-value. I think it's important that everybody knows what their own self-value is. And I'm not trying to say be one of those overconfident, cocky bastards who think they rule the world, because, you know, you need to be responsible about it and suitable. And plus, probably, what's the word I'm looking for? Mature. But for example, I'm just an everyday 24-year-old British woman living in the UK. I'm happily married. I'm renting a place with my husband. And at the moment, the only debts that I have are things that were my own responsibility and I'm paying off myself. So I wouldn't say that my overall self-value is high, but I am a full-time worker. I pay my taxes every year. I'm trying to build a career for myself. I'm even doing online courses at the moment to enhance and develop my work skills, so in the future I can go for a better paid role, whether it's with a sales job like I'm currently in now, or whether I decide to go on a different career path. But I'm trying to improve my own self-value by improving myself. Cade is the exact same. You know, me and Cade have both got a very steady relationship, being that we're our own people and we are our own priority, but we enhance each other's lives. And honestly, this makes me a little bit mad, because like self-value, some people in the world think they're completely useless. I used to think that. I mean, heck, after my last breakup, I genuinely thought that my life was over, and I completely just fucked up everything for myself. But you know what? I got over it. I found someone else, being Cade, who actually showed me what a real relationship was like, and I rebuilt my life from scratch. I already had a stable job, so I went out on my way to improving that, and I wasn't happy there, so I started looking for other roles. I moved out of my mum and dad's house. I saved up the money to help my husband get to the UK. We got married, and it sure took a long bloody time, being a year, and like I think it was nearly 2 years actually, but we got there, and now me and Cade are both happily where we want to be. We're happily married, and we would not be without each other. So I get that people sometimes think that you know, everything is completely hopeless and nothing they do is ever going to be good enough. But you know, you got to do it, because if you don't, then you know you're wasting your life away. And that's one of the reasons why I've actually got limits on my phones now. Like, I limit how much I use TikTok, I limit how much I play video games now, because even though I do this as like a second job, because I do consider this like a second side hustle, I'm not gonna let it get to the point where I take it so seriously that I stop enjoying it, because I do that on my job already.
Survival of the fittest. That's where all the tragedies in the world come from. People come to the sweet dream in Penacony to escape from that reality and find solace.
But that's
No
dangerous.
tragedies exist here.
Correct,
only
except to
happiness.
death.
Although in its nascent form, isn't that the same paradise we yearn for in our dreams?
Perhaps that man is just an exception. Let's not jump to conclusions. We should experience the dreamscape ourselves. Just as I did at Dreamflux Reef.
Yes, seeing is believing. I'll accompany you. The Dream Master hasn't shown up yet, so we have some time for a stroll.
Like, I get that these two are siblings, but I still do not trust this situation in the slightest. Learn more about the dream before the Dream Master's arrival.
Glad
Oh,
to meet
gosh.
you again, Robin. How are the preparations for the Charmony Festival coming along? We're all so excited about it.
It's going smoothly. Thanks for making the trip to join the festival.
You're too kind, Robin.
She's still not
It's a
saying
pleasure
about
having
it,
us from
about her not
all
going
over
on
the
stage,
universe
huh?
Celebrating day and night. I can't stand being lonely or bored, so this jubilant dreamscape is.
Oh, she's gonna be like an elderly woman who's got nothing, right?
This went on forever. Would it get boring too?
Nah, not at all. Who would get tired of having so much fun?
Me when my bank account runs out.
You get to wear fancy clothes, explore all sorts of dream bubbles, indulge in delicious food without gaining weight, and you never get old or sick. As long as you can afford a room, this place is the ultimate paradise.
As long as you can afford a room.
But you know
Look at that.
only a few
That's
things
jam
can be brought
banging.
back from the dreamscape to reality, right?
That's exactly why I don't plan on bringing anything back. Just enjoying the dream itself is good enough for me. I mean, I'm not one of those long-living species. I only have around 60 or 70 years in this lifetime, and there's so much to worry about. Being happy here is pure bliss. Only in this sweet dream can I truly feel like I'm in control of my life and fate. Who would want to go back to reality after experiencing this bliss?
I see. I genuinely wish you all the happiness in the world.
And I wish you a fantastic performance, Robin! I'm off to the Blue Hour for the ball. See you later.
To be fair, she's not wrong. There is a lot in this world to worry about, huh?
Seems like that guest's perspective didn't resonate with you either.
Nope.
She had a valid point, and I could sense her genuine happiness. It's just that...
What you're trying to say is, she thinks she's in control of her life. But in reality, she's just escaping from reality and seeking solace in this sweet dream.
These things are why I'm fat and I
Once
don't
she
care.
steps out of this sanctuary, everything will be lost.
Well, she did make mention of being able to afford a room. Didn't she?
However, the paradise in our dreams, it doesn't have to end.
I'm seeing that these two are not resonating.
And the paradise we yearn for shouldn't be just a fleeting dream either.
Oh my god. So I'm getting the sense here that Robin and Sunday are both seeing two completely different perspectives. So Sunday is seeing this as, oh, this is all okay because, you know, they're having a good time and everything. And Robin's thinking more of the long-term fundamental side of things.
The scenery in this dreamscape is truly breathtaking, isn't it?
Oh, Robin. Can't believe I'm meeting you in person here. What an honor. You're right. Even though time stands still in this dreamscape, it always feels fresh. I find something new every time.
Philosophical mind. I hope I'm not intruding.
Oh, not at all. With little time left, I yearn for meaningful conversations.
Aw.
Especially with someone as esteemed as you. Do you mind if we chat?
It's my pleasure. No need to be formal. Just speak your mind. You said, with little time left. Please, forgive me for being blunt. But is that why you came to Penacony?
Yeah. I was part of a war, and while escaping from the Sikosian mothership, I got exposed to some radioactive materials.
So he's a veteran.
And then, all my comrades died, and my hometown was wiped out by neutron bombardments. I couldn't bear to live with everything I knew gone. That's when I heard about a possible solution here, so I came.
Shit.
How heart-wrenching. I hope the family has been able to help you.
They have, and I'm truly grateful for that. They provided me with a comfortable room, the most advanced life support devices in the cosmos, and a stellar team of caregivers.
So he's basically prolonging the inevitable.
My physical body is now in the dream pool, sustained by life support. The me you see here is whole, rational, and no different from any other person. But I can't say the same for the me in the hotel room. My true appearance. Huh? I hope you never have to witness it, Robin.
I kind of want to see now.
So, you'll be living forever in this dreamscape.
Bloody
right?
hell. Trying to itch my ear and my
Just being
headset
able
fell
to
off.
live at all is good enough for me. Whether it's in this dreamscape or not.
I had to tie my hair up in a bun today because of
I
how
don't really
hot
have
it's
much
been.
say in the matter. My world has been torn apart, and my life could end any second. So, even if this whole place is an illusion, it's still my paradise, and I'll treasure every moment I spend here. How I envy those everlasting things.
That old man's story. It's so tragic. Fortunately, this sweet dream gives him joyful memories to hold on to for the rest of his life.
That's precisely why this sweet dream in Penacony exists.
It's like it's almost like he's trying to convince her.
Even the sweet dream has its limitations. While it provides solace to the disillusioned, it can't completely eliminate pain in reality.
There will be a way out. Penacony is already on the right track.
What does he mean by that? I do not trust that. Okay, Sparkle. What's up?
Look what we have here. A lovely young lady. Wait, is that me?
That was a perfect hit, first off. Second of all, Sparkle, what are you doing here?
Brother, what a surprise to see you again.
Show yourself. Your trick won't work on us.
I've heard that a skilled mass fool received an invitation too. That must be you, right? Did you enjoy yourself?
Barely. The people here are
There
way
she
too
is.
gullible. A little bait is all it takes for them to bite. And they run away at the slightest hint of danger. In other words, they're naive and cowardly.
Humans are.
Now that you've had your fill, it'd be wise to leave before it's too late. The music of the harmony doesn't tolerate discord.
What? Now that you have the real Robin, I'm useless? Oh, how disheartening. I've done so much for the family.
She's so cute.
You should be thanking me, because if it weren't for me cleaning up this mess, Penacony would still be in shambles. Don't you think?
That was a personal request from the head of the Iris family, and it has nothing to do with us. Step aside and stop causing trouble for the Charmony Festival.
The Charmony Festival? You think you can scare me? You think I've no idea what you're planning?
Excuse me?
I don't care what you're thinking, Chicken Wing Boy. But I'm pretty sure our lovely Robin won't be appearing on stage. After all, you're well aware of what a sorry state this dreamscape is in under the banner of harmony.
Sparkle knows something we don't. 100%. Also, the fact that she calls him Chicken Wing Boy, literally that's what I referred Sunday to when I'm talking to Kate now, because I just fully agree with her.
Penacony, the land of the dreams. Is this truly the paradise you desire?
Stop it.
Yeah, she's definitely knowing something.
What's the rush, Chicken Wing Boy? Did I get to you?
Sparkle's voice actor has done an incredible job of
Our
bringing this
paradise
character
is
to
none of
life.
your concern, Masked Fool. Leave now, or the family won't tolerate you anymore.
Oh, don't kick her out. She's my content.
All right. I'll go. But Robin, I suggest you seriously consider this.
Consider what?
Do you really believe those living in dreams can escape pain and find true happiness?
No. Look at her, people. I cannot. This woman, this cute, adorable girl is like my life force. I love her, and nobody's gonna convince me otherwise.
Well, I've done my part, and now I'm simply waiting for the fireworks to begin.
The buttons.
Here, the last two gifts for both of you. And don't lose them. If by some unfortunate chance the Charmony Festival starts against all odds, remember to use them during the show.
Did she get them buttons?
And it'll be thrilling. Bang!
I heard a raven cawing in the distance. It seems the Dream Master will arrive soon.
So the Raven is the... So the Raven is the Dream Master? What? So the Dream Master's witnessed everything has
Let's wait
happened.
here for the Dream Master to arrive.
Where's Welt?
Okay. By the way, brother, I heard you no longer have a sweet tooth.
Hmm.
Back when we were kids, you used to steal my desserts.
Wait, if my brother, if my
Seems
sibling
like
did
a
that,
lot
I'd
has
kill them.
changed during my absence. What exactly happened?
Just a disclaimer, people. I do not have any siblings, right? I am an only child. I do have some half siblings somewhere in the world, but they're on my biological dad's side. I'm no longer in contact with the prick. However, this is where it gets interesting, right? Because if, and this is a very big if, I ever had siblings, I think I would have probably murdered them in their sleep, because I have a major sweet tooth. That's one of the reasons this dentist plan is like basically killing me, because I can't eat or drink anything outside of water when I got the retainers in, and I need to have those twats in for at least 18 hours a day. So it's so frustrating because I can't snack, which means I'm going to be losing a lot of weight. Like, at the moment I'm wearing my husband's shirt because it's comfortable and it's thin, but hopefully these actually fit me, because if I move my mic real quick, you can see it's actually fits me really well for it being a man's top.
Someone has to stay awake even in this sweet dream.
But that someone doesn't have to be you, or anyone in particular. You're carrying too much on your shoulders, brother. The paradise in our dreams. It shouldn't be like this. Penacony is nothing more than a dream. It can't erase the worries and pain of reality, or bring true happiness. It only offers an escape from reality. Nothing more.
Remember the old man we met earlier? Without this dream, he might have completely lost himself.
That might be true, but even without Penacony, He could have chosen another path. As far as I know, the Intelligentsia Guild has been promoting their rehabilitation techniques for a long time now. That path may have been more ordinary and challenging, but now he is receiving hospice care in a comatose state, and his fate is sealed. Is Penacony granting these people a future, or is it taking it away from them?
Well, don't forget this. Not everyone really has a future. The future for humanity is like the sky for birds. People mistakenly believe that flight is inherent to birds because they've never witnessed those birds crashing to their death.
That's the second time he said that.
Do you remember how we took in that little Charmony dove when we were young?
Yeah, we took care of it. Provided food and water, groomed its feathers. And later, when I decided to leave Penacony, I opened the cage and set it free.
Well, I didn't mention what happened to it in my letters because I didn't want to upset you.
Oh no.
Shortly after you left, it crashed to its death right in front of your window.
I had surmised as much. I knew you wouldn't have avoided mentioning the bird for no reason. Despite that unfortunate outcome, I still believe it was the right decision. Birds aren't meant to spend their lives in cages. They belong in the sky, even if they can't fly.
But here's the thing. If there are birds in this world that can never fly, can we really assert that they belong in the sky?
Oh god. These two are gonna clash.
Implying that the same goes for humans too?
God. He's making me angry, people. I don't like this.
Let's take the Astral Express as an example. The Nameless made tremendous efforts to bridge worlds, gaining fame across the universe. However, only a few extraordinary individuals can endure such a perilous journey.
That's just me.
That's because the pursuit of the Trailblaze exceeds the capabilities of ordinary humans. Otherwise, why would this path be filled with broken rails, an abandoned express, and even a fallen eon?
Alright, don't talk about Akavili that way. Come on.
That's just sophistry. If that were true, then only the powerful would have the right to determine the future.
Yeah, and that, I mean, the rich are already doing our future in England, and it's not going well.
Unfortunately, that's exactly what happens. Another name for the future is self-value.
I don't like this at all.
While this world has its fair share of heroes who inspire people and garner admiration for their heroic deeds, the majority of ordinary people will never become heroes in their lifetime. Some are born weak and vulnerable. Some find themselves trapped in unfortunate circumstances. Some fall victim to malice and cowardice. When it comes to survival, everyone is equal. And the weak can only watch as their value gets constantly diminished by external forces.
That's why we should care for the weak and support them as if their suffering were our own. That's what the Odes of Harmony have always taught us.
Wait.
While the Harmony holds noble aspirations, the strong will always be strong, and the weak will always be weak.
Not necessarily.
Even in this carefree dream, human nature contains greatness, but it also harbors inherent weaknesses that can't be eradicated.
Okay, right, first off, it's not the case of, you know, the strong will always be strong and the weak will always be the weak, because not everyone is born strong or weak. Some people rise to the challenge and make themselves strong. So that's a lie. Second of all, she mentioned the Oaths of the Harmony. This is just a theory, but what if Sunday's actually not following the Harmony? The reason I say this, Acheron, for example, because she marked herself down as a Galaxy Ranger, Duke Inferno instantly assumed that Acheron was following Lom, the Hunt. She's not. She's a follower by X, aka Nihility. Now, I don't know what Eon Sunday could be following, because he definitely wouldn't be Destruction. I don't think he'd be Remembrance, because I think Black Swan would be aware of that. But I'm starting to get convinced that he's not actually following the Eon of, Harmony. I think they're probably following someone else.
In the end,
so obviously he's not following Sheepay.
Their own survival. They won't care about the illusory future of equality. As long as the law of survival of the fittest prevails, there will always be fledglings crashing to their death.
But if people don't live for the future, do they merely exist for survival? If even you, my brother, don't believe that the Harmony will save the weak, then which Eon can make our dreams come true?
See, they're talking about Eons a lot more. And he can't answer.
People often forget that when the first bird took flight, the entire world envisioned a future where no more fledglings would ever crash to their death.
Don't trust it.
Sister? What are you reading?
Mr. Gopherwood gave me a picture book. It's about the story of the harmonic strings. If I could become a chord master, I'd like to summon Dominicus, the harmonious choir. I want to sing with everyone and spread our wishes so that all can feel happiness and joy.
I see. Then I would summon the harmonious choir too.
Don't you have a wish of your own, brother?
Of course I do. It's just that it includes your wish and everyone else's. I long for a true paradise where everyone can find peace.
Then let's build a stage there and invite everyone to our performance so that both our wishes come true through the power of the harmonious choir.
It's a deal then.
Yeah, it's a deal. But how can I become a chord master?
Maybe you'll have to become a star first.
Oh, when you have a chance to make a choice, make one that you know you won't regret. Kafka, 8 system hours until the Charmony Festival.
Any results?
Yes. And now, it's up to us to forge ahead.
Excuse me?
Since he's already carried out his last wish, my final mission is complete. But pardon me if I sound curt. It's good to have determination. The path Mikhail left for you is not an easy one to tread. Why else
We're
would you
used
have
to that.
chosen to sleep in solitude, staking everything on some nameless in the future?
Because he knows we'd rise to the
You have the
challenge.
numbers. And in numbers comes strength. So that might just delay your inevitable a little more.
Got any more encouraging words?
As I see it, relying on Welt's negotiations alone is far from enough. Regardless of whether the other party will be compliant, negotiating simply allows us to meet them as equals and won't grant us an upper hand.
Exactly.
Penacony is our rival's home turf, and we already have very few chips left to play with. Rather than idly sit around while the families got us blocked off, an offensive approach might be a wiser course of action.
Oh,
We're more familiar with the Stellaron's properties than most.
right.
And since it's the key to stabilizing the sweet dream, it's vital to the family's interests. by attacking their core interests, they're bound to retaliate hastily. And as the saying goes, haste makes waste.
That's a good quote.
That's
I like
right.
that. I might have to steal
As
that.
long as we pose a threat to the Stellaron, either with words or otherwise, we have a chance at gaining the upper hand.
I like how we're working with the
But the
Stellaron
problem
Hunters
is,
now.
On the eve of the Charmony Festival opening, how exactly are we going to get close to the theater? Family security will be airtight, and if we brute force it, even if we succeed, it's too risky.
Can she transform into Sam, maybe?
So, no one's gonna say anything? Then
Oh.
I'll raise my hand. I know the answer to this question.
Hit me, March. What are you gonna say? Looks like we have more than one ace up. Time for the master stroke. I never doubted you for a sec.
The express crew would have been disbanded long ago if it weren't for me. So, I heard that before the Charmony Festival begins, there'll be a pageant to kick off the festival. It's called the Soul Glad TM Festivity Auditions, or something. And it's going to be held in the moment of Scorch Sand. As long as we clinch the top spot, we'll be able to attain the title of Festive Superstar, and be able to personally bask in the graces of Miss Robin. Not that that's important. What's crucial is that we can enter the Grand Theater before the audience arrives.
Interesting.
So, how do we go about participating in these festivity auditions?
I've already procured special invite tickets from Miss Robin's fan club.
Of course.
To tell you the truth, I had been preparing to join the auditions all along. But now it looks like even if I scrape through, I probably still won't have the chance to shake Miss Robin's hand.
Oh, we'll ask her. It's
So
fine.
they're still running this thing, huh? It was originally just a publicity stunt, set up by Mikhail to drum up attention. But it looks like it might be worth a shot.
We'll follow Marge's plan. Mr. Gallagher, will you be joining us?
I'm afraid I won't have the time. As a virtual character, I've already completed my final mission. Whether Penacony can awaken from this dream is all down to you.
Oh, fucking hell.
Should
No
we ever
pressure.
cross paths again? I'd love for you to visit the Express.
All right. I'll have to add to that data bank of yours you've got on the Express.
Hong Kong will fucking love you
Miss
for it.
Firefly, we thank you for all your support. We're faced with a formidable enemy. As long as the Astral Express and Stellaron Hunters' objectives are aligned, we're willing to cooperate with you.
Nice.
We've already come this far together. I'd like to join you for the rest of your journey on Penacony.
He's too
I'm
cute.
pleased that we can finally fight shoulder to shoulder. I couldn't ask for a better ending.
This is also the spirit of the Trailblaze. Now, everyone, let's prepare to move out.
Oh, God. This is gonna go weird, isn't it? I can tell you now something's gonna go wrong.